It's mellow, it's raucous, it's tender, it's raw, it's the Maestro Fuzz tone. You have to hear this completely different sound effect for the guitar to believe it. It opens a whole new world of music for you.
In 1962, Gibson somehow acquired the broken channel that was used to record the bass solo on Marty Robbins' song Don't Worry. They reverse engineered it, figured out the broken pieces, and recreated it with transistors, resistors, and capacitors. The designer's name was Glenn Snoddy, aka the father of Fuzz. They soldered the circuit onto a tiny circuit board and mounted it inside of a little metal box. Now, guitarists could introduce that emulated circuit before their guitar signal reaches the amp. The circuit literally breaks your guitar signal to produce that fuzzy sound. It sat at their feet, on stage, or in the studio, and they could stomp it on or off. That's why you'll often hear guitar pedals called stomp boxes. Same thing. Gibson branded this circuit as the Maestro Fuzztone FC1, which hit shelves on October 19, 1962. Finally, the first commercially available fuzz. And how they chose to market it is actually incredibly interesting. Gibson thought that this pedal would be best marketed as an emulator for other instruments. Want your guitar to sound like a tuba? Buy this box. Want your guitar to sound like a trumpet? Buy this box. They recorded and distributed a sample vinyl of sounds that you could achieve with a revolutionary effect circuit, claiming,
Instantly, with Fuzztone, you can create guitar sounds never before heard.
The record contains 7 different types of instruments that they claim the Maestro could make your guitar imitate.
First, let's use an electric bass. This is a sousaphone effect. Wasn't that something?
Make your bass sound like a tuba. Make your bass sound like a saxophone.
Listen to this next one carefully. The same electric bass, but now a big bass saxophone effect.
Make your bass sound like the Marty Robbins song.
The electric bass again, and a completely new sound, the fuzz tone.
Make that sound like a cello.
How about something sweet and sentimental? We'll use a thin-bodied electric guitar now, and the sound is that of a cello.
Make your guitar sound like an alto sax. Make that sound like a trumpet.
Here's a surprise. We're playing guitar, but the sound is trumpet.
Fun fact, this record was only recorded on one side. Gibson thought that guitarists wanted an emulator pedal. Remember episode 1, when horn players were the stars? The Maestro's marketing materials were influenced by that old notion. Nobody knew then, but Fuzz all started with horn players, who created fuzz by honking their instruments to make them bark and spit. But guess what? The Maestro didn't make your guitar sound like a cello nor trumpet, so nobody bought it. But it did make your guitar sound different. They needed a big guitarist to use it in order to solidify it as zeitgeist, and the pedal industry would become massive overnight.